What's up, guys? It's BWADE. I'm coming to you with my 5 favorite NBA plays for Thursday's playoff games. I'm going to walk you guys through that data, the research, and show you why I like these picks. Hopefully give you enough data so that you guys can make informed decisions as to whether you want to tail these picks. Now, it's only 7:30 on Wednesday right now, so I'm not sure how any of our Wednesday picks have gone. Looking at VIP and taking a step back and looking at like a larger sample size, over the last week, we've hit 60% of our picks, right? And I want to be really transparent with you guys. Like, we don't hit everything. Nobody hits everything. I do the research. I try to give you guys analysis. And if you want to join VIP, then you get all of the picks that I make. We hit somewhere between 60 and 70% usually. Over the past week, it's been 60%. We're up 6 units. If you're making $100 bets, that's $600. $50 bets, it's $300, right? So we are profitable, but there's ups and downs. You see it on the chart right there, ups and downs. We win some, we lose some, but we win more than we lose. If you guys want to join VIP and start tailing these picks with us, all you have to do is sign up with one of the apps I tell you about in this video, Sleeper, Underdog. Use my code, deposit $5, $10, whatever you want, or it can even be any of the apps down below in the description. Sign up with any of them, deposit whatever you want, and then send me a screenshot to Instagram, and I will get you in VIP for free for a week. The other option is you can just use code NBA in the checkout and you'll get 80% off. It'll cost you less than $10. You'll get all my picks for the next week. You can tail them, and yeah, we'll do this thing together, guys. But I want to help y'all. That's the big picture of this channel, is helping you guys to learn more, make better picks, and hopefully make money along the way with sports betting. On top of that, today is the last day to be entered to win the signed Paolo Banchero jersey. All you have to do to be entered is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment. I will be doing the drawing tomorrow and announcing who won it, and I already have next month's autographed jersey. But let's get into these picks and start hitting some. So I'm starting out with Jokic. We are not going points though. I'm taking Jokic assists over 9.5, and he's already hit this in 4 out of 5 games in this playoff series so far. And what I really want to zero in on is his potential assists, because they are through the roof in this series. We're going to look at each game, right? Game 1, 22 potentials. Game 2, 19. Game 3, 20. Game 4, he only had 17, which is still a high number, but the teammates only finished 8 of them, and that's the one game he missed. And then he had 22 in Game 5. So when we'll look at his lowest total, right? 17. When he gets at least 17 potential assists, he hits this number 83% of the time. He gets into double digits for assists 83% of the time when he has at least 17 potential assists. And he has had 17 or more potential assists in every game in this series. I expect that to continue, leaving us with somewhere between an 80 and 90% chance of hitting this. I love this play. I'm locking this in, and I am pairing that up with the guy he's been battle against all series, Zubac. I am taking Zubac points. Look, this dude is defending Jokic as well as anyone really can. He is battling. It is a fun series to watch. And he's hit this in 4 out of the 5 games in this series. 5 out of the last 6 games overall. But you see, the one game he missed it, he only missed it by 2 points. Now, he is hovering pretty close in these first 4. The last game he dropped 27. But he's been hitting it consistently, and you come down here and you see similar players are hitting this 71% of the time. Hartenstein hit it in both of his games back-to-back, March 9th and 10th. Jakob Poeltl was hitting it back-to-back, and so, you look down here in the paint, and that's their weakest area of the court. Their restricted area, they're 18th in the NBA. That's where he scores 60%, and then their really worst area of the court out here, where they're ranked 5th worst in the NBA defensively, he scores the other 38% of his points. So it's a great matchup for Zubac. I'm sure he's tired after defending all that. And you look, he's hit it in 5 out of 9 games this year. So really, coming into the playoffs, he was only 1 out of 4 games against the Nuggets. But then he has flipped the script here in this series, and he's hit it in 4 out of 5 games. I really like this. Zubac over 17.5. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 2.8x for this on Sleeper. It's a little bit under 3 because I wanted to make sure I got Zubac at 17.5. He has been hovering close to this line, so we need everything we can get on that. But Sleeper is one of my favorite apps. They get their lines up really early. They have some of the best payouts. They give us tons of different promos. You can see the different protected picks, the promo picks, and then like profit boosts, a bunch of different discounted picks. And one of the best sign-up bonuses where they will double that first deposit up to $100 when you create a new account using code BWADE. It's free money to play with. Check it out. Deposit whatever you want to. I think the best move would be depositing a full 100, so you get that full $100 match. But even if you only want to deposit $5 or $10, as long as you use my code and send me a screenshot, I'll get you that free week of VIP, and you can tail all my picks for the next week. On top of that, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you can be entered to win that Paolo jersey. This is the last day, and I will be doing the giveaway tomorrow. So make sure to do that. Let's get into these next 3 picks. So I'm taking Cade Cunningham over 6.5 rebounds, and he's hit this in 4 straight games. And in those 4 games, he's gone for 12, 7, 10, and 8. You come down here and you see similar players. They've only stopped similar players twice on their rebound lines this year. All right, 5 of those have been Cade Cunningham straight because he even hit the first game, even though it says he missed here. His line was only 5.5 that game. It's been 6.5 the last 3. And then you see, I mean, they stopped Cade once on April 10th, and they stopped Derek White once on February 8th. But other than that, for the last 2.5, 3 months, everybody who has that playing style, that size, has hit their rebound line against them. Wasn't hitting it much in the regular season, but now that they are in the playoffs, he's going hard. Look, they're keeping the series alive. I like Cade to pull down at least 7 boards again. I'm locking that in. And then Jalen Brunson points. Look, he hit it the first 4 games of this series. He had an off game in game 5. He went 4 for 16. I do not expect that to happen again. And when you look head to head, he actually had a similar game right before the playoffs started against them, where he went 5 for 15. Didn't shoot great. But the 3 games before that, he hit it in the 30s. He had that off game, and then he's hit 4 straight games in the 30s. He's had an off game, and I expect him to bounce back here, just like he has been doing. And when you come down here, again, similar players have been absolutely cooking the Pistons because they score the 2 ways that the Pistons are terrible at defending, right? Pick and roll ball handler and then getting to the free throw line. They are the 2nd worst defense for pick and roll ball handler and the 4th worst defense for giving up free throws. That's how Jalen Brunson scores his points. Love this play. I'm locking in Jalen Brunson again. And then Jamal Murray over 5.5 assists. He's hit this in 19 of his last 30 games. He's hit it in 4 out of the 5 games in this series. His potentials have been in double digits the last 2 games. The first 3, they were 9, 9, and then 5 in game 4 or game 3. That was a little low. You come down here and similar players again are hitting their assist line against them consistently. They stopped Jamal Murray in game 3, and then they stopped Kyrie Irving back on December 21st. Otherwise, everyone has cooked them on assists right down the line, guys. You see it in front of you. And when we look head to head, he's hit this in 6 out of 9 matchups against them. So he's hitting it against them 67% of the time. He's hitting it in general 63% of the last 30 games. And we're still getting a great value on this. Jamal Murray over 5.5 assists. I am locking that in as well. We are getting 9.5x for this on Underdog, y'all. That is right, 9.5x. Look, Underdog is feeding us some of the best promos during these NBA playoffs. If you guys aren't using it, you need to check it out. So they have an extender promo, right, where game 1 you use it, then game 1 during series, you get 40% profit boost on a slip. Then come game 2, you get a 50%. Game 3, a 60%, and it keeps going. So the longer a series goes, the higher they get. We are now on a 90% profit boost for game 6, and if we get any game 7s, there's going to be a 100% profit boost. That resets for the second round, and you start all over again, getting all of those profit boosts. Guys, it's an easy way to really increase your payouts and make some money. And when you use code BWADE signing up for Underdog, they will double that first deposit up to $1,000, y'all. Take advantage of it. It's an easy way to increase your bankroll. And they have all those great promos, tons of different props to pick from. It's possibly my favorite app. I really like Underdog. I use it every day. Use code BWADE, sign up, and regardless of what you deposit, take a screenshot and send it to me on Instagram so I can hook you up with that free week of VIP. Also, if you don't want to sign up for an app, if you're not somewhere that you can sign up for them, whatever, use code NBA, get 80% off. But I want to help you guys win. That's my goal here. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you're entered to win that Paolo jersey tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Let's get some money.